My girlfriend is always pushing for marriage. It's so annoying. What do you suggest I do? Listening to the familiar voice in the live broadcast, the wedding dress in my hand slipped to the ground. The original cheerful atmosphere of the dressing room was instantly frozen, and the mirror himself was fully armed in delicate makeup, just like a bride about to enter the marriage hall, and the words in the ear, but like a sharp sword, cut through all the good fantasies. Miss, are you all right? The stylist's hand stopped in my drawer and asked cautiously. I stared at my strange self in the mirror, tears rolling in my eyes. All of a sudden those expectations and joys turned into humiliation and anger. I yanked off my veil and dressed barefoot out of the bridal shop, ignoring the stylist's call. The cold wind was biting, and the October night in Greentree was cold. I stepped on the cold floor tiles, my skirt swaying in the wind, like a fugitive laughing stock. There was a sharp tingle and pain under my feet, probably because I had been cut by a stone, but I ignored it and just ran forward. Emily, are you crazy? Leon shouted from behind him, exasperated. I stopped and turned to look at him. He came running with the usual impatience on his face, and no sign of guilt at all. My heart beat hard, expecting him to hold me back and say it was a misunderstanding. But the first words he uttered as he approached me were so cold that I shivered all over. Do you have any idea how expensive that dress was? Do you want to lose money running away like that? Passers-by stopped, and some whispered. Poor girl dressed like that, and all he cares about is money. How can she stay with a man like that? I clenched my teeth, tears welled up in my eyes, and shook his hand away with all my might. Watching him frown, the last hope in my heart was shattered. Got the car, I waved frantically and a taxi finally stopped. I got in the car and pulled the door, shut to shut out the noise. As tears streamed down my face, the driver looked in the rearview mirror and sighed. Girl, it's not worth it, he said. I did not answer, but covered my face with my hands and let the tears flow freely. The phone rang again and again, and Leon's calls were all over the screen. I didn't answer and just watched quietly as the number of missed calls mounted. When I finally got home, I took off my dusty wedding dress and stumbled down on the sofa. A message from Leon pops up on my phone. What do you mean? If you don't want to get married, say so. Don't waste my time. The wedding shop wants me to pay 5,000 yuan. You quickly transfer the money. Emily, you're a disgrace. Each message was a reminder that this man never cared about my feelings. I transferred $6,000 and left the extra for him to comfort his irritability. After the transfer was completed, I blocked all his contact information and sat down on the sofa. Surrounded by photos of us once, each frame is a good memory that I carefully maintain, but now it has become a glaring irony. Tears fell, and my thoughts drifted back 7 years like a torn kite. 7 years ago, Leon wasn't like this. He would hold my hand and walk me on the bus back to school. Would buy me my favorite chestnut cake in the rain. He said, Emily, I'll go to the ends of the earth with you if you want. But over the years, I approached him step by step, only to find that his footsteps had already stalled. I quit my job near home and moved to his office just so he could get an extra 15 minutes of sleep. I escorted and spent my salary on the trendy shoes he loved, and he didn't even bother to say thank you. My parents told me, Emily, he doesn't love you. Don't give up your pride for him. But at that time, I stubbornly believed that as long as I insisted, Leon would find me good one day. Until today, I finally realized that he didn't care. The screen lit up and dimmed, and the last in-read message stunned my heart. Emily, when exactly will the 5 grand come in? I smiled, a smile of deep despair. As the tears fell, I finally made up my mind. I pulled out Leon's photos and deleted them one by one, telling myself, all of this, it's over. Then the doorbell rang. Puzzled, I walked over and saw a familiar figure in a cat's eye. Outside the door stood a man with a bouquet of roses in his hand and a gentle smile between his eyes. He knelt down and opened a small box. Inside was a glittering diamond ring. He whispered, Emily, can I be your true harbor? At this moment my heart is like the tide. Clutching the handle, I took a deep breath and slowly opened the door.